Hey, what's happening? Sayu here, and I hope you all are having a fantastic night or day, whichever. I just hope it's good. But today is going to be a different form of video, as I know I usually post me screaming at the top of my lungs or me getting chased by some unforeseen entity. But today I really just want to talk to you and our future selves. And I really just want to have a conversation with you as a small content creator, as I know that a lot of people would watch these type of videos of creators that are already at the top, already, millions of viewers, thousands of viewers, and you can't really relate to them because their videos are doing well and they have all these views and these subscribers, and it's hard to really relate to somebody that is already there. So I kind of wanted to make this video as somebody that isn't there, somebody that's working to be there, and somebody that is trying to set goals and promises, in which we're going to do in this video now. And I'm not saying you have to comment down below, all your fucking tea and all the goals and promises you want to fucking do. But if you want to, great. It's kind of something you can come back to and see if you kept them or not. Or if you want to write them down, that's perfect too. But in this video, I want to achieve us setting them to begin with. So I'm going to try to edit this as little as possible because I really want to be serious about this, and I really just want to focus on talking to you. So to get to my first point, I want to talk about promises. I know they're hard to keep, and I know they're very, very, very hard to make, but I want you to understand they're good to have, because if you don't have a promise, you're not really going to have anything to look for in your future. Because I'm going to be honest, when I kept, or not even kept, but made a promise to myself, I felt more obligated to work and do things and try, because I couldn't let my future self down. And I want you to think about that. Your future self is going to be stuck in the life that they're in because you now did not keep that promise to your future self and get where you needed to be, or you didn't do what you needed to do and you failed on that promise. I want you to understand that it's good to have them, because you will try and you will work and you will be the better version of yourself. Honest to God, you will be the best version of yourself if you keep those promises, if you set those goals. Like, I literally have gotten so far on this channel by keeping my promises. I edit so much better now. I have a little bit of a better schedule. I kept a promise to upload a little bit more. I kept the promise to learn new skills of editing. I kept the promise to work on my deliverance and how I talk to you guys. And it's gotten so much better. I've gotten a lot of likes and views and subscribers over the time of me learning and keeping these promises. And my future self is happy. I'm happy. I'm glad that my past self was keeping that promise. And I want you to see that if you keep it, you will be better and you will be where you want to be. And now, before you guys, start thinking it's instantly gonna come, now let me be real. It's not gonna be instant. It's gonna be slow. And you have to understand that. You have to understand that things are going to take time. Your promises will take time, and you have to give yourself that time. Try, work, fall, get up. You just have to be patient with this process and not fall short. I know it's easy to do that, but it's not worth it, because I'll honestly, the only difference that sets you between these bigger creators and you is they tried, they kept those promises, and they were consistent with those promises. And now the only reason you can't get to them is because you aren't keeping those promises and you're not trying, you're not working. You're saying you're working, but then here you are in bed scrolling on TikTok, or you're sitting here watching YouTube videos to motivate yourself, or you're sitting here fucking doing everything else but what you promised yourself that you were gonna do. So right now, I want you to think of that promise, and from now on, I want you to work on it. I want you to build towards it. And not only that, I will be there with you. And either a year from now, 2 years from now, I will make another video reacting to this video to see if I kept that promise. So I hold myself accountable. So I want you guys to remember that there will be a video that comes out of me watching this video to see if I, honest to God, kept those promises, which I will. I have the confidence I will. And I want you guys to have the confidence that you will do the same. Now, I want to get to my next point, which is goals. I need you guys to set some goals. I need you guys to set some goals as either content creators or shit. If you guys are wanting to do something else, set a goal. Because if you don't have goals, I'm going to be honest, there's no motivation. You know, if you're just doing it to do it with no goal, you're not going to get far because you have no passion for it. You know, usually the goal gives you the passion. Without the goal, there is no passion. So I want you to set a goal. Either I'm going to get the best editing skills. That's my goal. Or I'm going to get the furthest in subscribers, likes, views. Just set a goal. You know, I want 500 subscribers by the end of the month. I want to have the DaVinci Resolved master by the end of the month. That's my goal. You know, set some goals so you can at least have a passion to get there. And I promise you, you will, as long as you try. Now, if you don't try, then I can't help you there. You're stuck. But, you know, it all revolves around trying. But I want you to know that as a small creator, I understand. I understand how you feel. I'm not big. I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't have 1 trillion. I don't have thousands of views. I have 210 subscribers. I have 19, views on average when I start uploading. And then, yeah, it gets better over time, but I'm not lucky enough to get thousands of views. And I'm not trying to make this a sob story, but I'm being honest. I'm there with you, but I'm trying and I'm going to get there. And I want you to be there with me. I want everybody who watches this, everybody who comments, whatever. I want you to be there with me. I promise you we'll get there. And I know we will. I know this sounds like a lot of bullshit motivation, but I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to be on no big creator shit. I'm being real. I'm being honest. This shit is hard. Being a content creator is hard. Being an editor is hard, especially for your own videos. This shit is tedious. I hate it sometimes. But as well, I learned so much, so I keep doing it. So I understand. But the one thing that you can't do is give up. I know it's hard, but don't give up. I believe in you. We believe in you. I know this community's small, but it's something. And it's something that will believe in you and will trust in you that you will get somewhere. And I know that this shit can really drag you down sometimes, but I promise you it's going to get better. So, with that being said, I do hope that you all are having the best time on this platform. I hope that you all are striving and you all are doing grand and you all are being the best versions of yourselves when making this content. And I hope that you all have a passion for it. I want you all to succeed. I want you all to be the best. And I want you to, like I said, make a promise and a goal. Now, I'm going to end this video with the promises and goals. Now, you can either say it with me, not my promise, but your promise. And we'll get to the goal after. You can either say it with me or write it down, whichever. But for me, my promise is to get better at editing, to have a bigger community, to make a promise that I will have at least a daily upload schedule, at least. If not, then every other day. That's my promise, is either every other day or daily upload. And as well, my promise to stay true to you guys, to always be real, never lie, never sell myself out, and never, ever, 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 ever become a guru. Never. Or try to sell you some bullshit advice. Guys, I can't. I can never do that. That shit is so corny. But I want you guys to type that get that down. And I'm going to move on to the goals. My goal now is to at least get to 500, either within the next few months. And hopefully by the end of this year, I can achieve 1,000 or more. That's my goal. And as well, my goal is to prove that I can do it. That's my goal, is that I can do it and I can stay consistent. My goal is to be consistent and to prove that I can do it. I know this is such a weird video that that usually I would edit this shit so it doesn't sound all over the place, but I just want to be real with you guys for a moment, and I just want to talk to you directly. And I really just want to have like a real moment with you where it's not editing and cuts and dashes and all this shit. It's a real video of a real person talking to you in a world full of shit and lies and deception and all this crazy stuff that doesn't make sense, or people trying to sell you this or sell you that and give you bullshit advice that literally is just fucking common sense. It really is, honestly. And I'm gonna say this one more time: do not go to YouTube gurus seeking advice or seeking the knowledge that is common sense, that literally takes you 2 seconds to figure out on your own. The only thing you are doing honestly, the only thing that you're realistically doing is giving those people views and just making them money. They're profiting off of your desperation, and you have to realize that it's not the videos you need to watch. You honestly need to look in the mirror and work on yourself, your personality, your deliverance, your editing, and who you are as a person. And that is what will get you to the top, and that is what will get you further than anybody on this platform. Is you, the personality. I promise you, you could have the worst editing, the most shit fucking thumbnails, and I promise you that personality of yours that you worked on, that you spent time developing, the editing skills, whatever, it will get you there. Honest to God, it will. A lot of big creators, some still have shit editing, shit thumbnails, shit titles, but they all have a good personality that people resonate with, and they all still get millions of views because they worked on that shit. They worked on it, that personality. But I'm not going to talk your ears off anymore. I'm going to end this video here. And like I said, keep that promise. Keep those goals in mind. Get creative, be passionate, try, work hard. I believe in you. You got this. From one small creator to another, to one person trying to another, we got this. Now, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I hope you all do well. And yeah, I hope this doesn't sound stupid, but I wish you all the best and good luck. See you later. Bye.